This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, and especially at the moment, I do hope you're well. It's finally ready. My course, Play Lead Guitar the Easy Way, is now available on the Fret Zealot app to go along with the Fret Zealot tuition device, which I'm sure you've seen my demonstration of this if you've been following this channel for a while. Fantastic tuition device. I use it all the time in my lessons and I find it really does speed up the learning process for whatever level of ability you're at. Also today we're going to look at a giveaway that I'm going to be doing where you can get yourself a Fret Zealot and check it out for yourself. But before we get into that, what I want to do is just tell you that if you're not lucky enough to win the giveaway, you can still get one a little bit cheaper thanks to the discount code you can see on screen at the moment. So let's get back to the course. It's basically a very short course where you will be playing lead guitar, I promise you, in under 1 hour. I know it sounds like a big claim, but it works. And what the course covers is you learn one very easy to play scale pattern, and you learn how to play lead guitar in a various number of different genres, using that simple scale pattern. So let's take a look at how the scale is demonstrated in the course. Okay, to begin with, we're going to take the first finger and we're going to play the 3rd fret on the 6th string. Then using the 3rd finger, we're going to play the 5th fret on the 6th string. So we get this little pair of notes. Then we're going to move to the 3rd fret on the 5th string and then play the 5th fret on that string to follow. So we get this little group of notes like this. Notice how I'm keeping the fingers nice and close to the strings. You really want to avoid doing this kind of thing, where the fingers kind of lift off too far. Once we've got to this note, what we then do is slide this final note that we've played up 2 frets. So we get this sequence of notes. And that is basically one cycle of this scale. There are 5 notes in it. So it's called a pentatonic scale, pentatonic. Okay, then all we do is take that same shape that we've just played and begin it again with the 1st finger here. Okay, you'll notice that as I play up that 1st cycle of the scale, that immediately places this 1st finger over the 5th fret on the 4th string, and we just play the same little 4-cornered box of notes like this, followed by the slide up 2 frets. So what we've got now is then, of course, it's no good just learning where to put your fingers without sort of understanding why you're putting them there and knowing whether you're playing in the right key or not, or choosing the right notes. So there is a tiny little bit of music theory involved in the course, and that's covered a bit like this. Okay, then if we take a look at the notes that are being played in that little scale demonstration we've just seen, you can see that if we begin, as we did, on the 3rd fret 6th string, we're playing a G note. Then we move up to an A at the 5th fret. Then as we move on to the 5th string, we play a C note, then a D, followed by the slide up, which takes us to an E note. And then when we repeat that shape, starting on the 4th string 5th fret, we once again get the same notes, G, A, C, D and E. And as you would expect, when we play the final cycle of the scale, we get G, A, C, D and E once again. So it's fair to say that the notes in this scale are G, A, C, D and E. Now, if we take a look at those notes and do a little bit of analysis, we can see that the A, the C and the E notes make an A minor chord. And likewise, the C, the E and the G notes give us a C major chord. And this is significant because these are the only chords which can be made from the notes of this scale. There simply aren't enough notes in the scale to make any kind of D chord or E chord or G chord. The only two notes in that scale of A, C, D, E, G which can give us a chord are the A minor chord, A, C and E notes, and the C major chord, C, E and G notes. Therefore, we call this scale the A minor and or C major pentatonic scale, and it can be used to play lead guitar over songs in either A minor or C major. And because this is a movable shape, you can move it up and down the neck and start it at any fret you like, we can get other scales, as you can see here. If we begin it at the first fret, we get a G minor or B flat major pentatonic scale. Starting at the second fret, we get a G sharp minor or B major pentatonic scale. Third fret, as we've seen in the demonstration, gives us an A minor or C major pentatonic scale, and just to pick one more fret at random, if you were to start it at the 8th fret, you'd get a D minor or F major pentatonic scale. So you see, a little bit of music theory, nothing to be scared of. One of the things that you'll be learning to do is to play solos. There's a 5-step process that I go through in the course, which takes you from being able to play the scale to being able to turn it into a solo. And once you've learned how to play a solo, there are some example solos for you to learn. Here's a little bit of one of them. And of course that solo and the other ones that are demonstrated are all tabbed out in full in both PDF and Guitar Pro formats, whichever is your preference. And of course you get a bunch of jam tracks to play along with as well. So, you know, there really is everything there that you need in order to start playing lead guitar. This course is really aimed at the person who can play chords pretty well, but who isn't really sure how to go about playing some cool sounding lead guitar solos. As I say, do this course and within an hour you will be playing lead guitar. So on to the contest, the draw. What we're going to do is give away a Fret Zealot system of your choice. There's basically two types. There's one that will fit a Fender scale neck, and there's one that will fit like a Gibson scale neck. So you're going to need something, a guitar with either of those scale lengths in order to fit a Fret Zealot to it. It's super easy to install. Literally, you know, it takes about 5 minutes to install it. And then, well, 5 minutes plus changing a set of strings, because you've got to take the strings off in order to put it on. But, you know, however long it takes you to change a set of strings, add 5 minutes to that, and that's how long it takes you to install the Fret Zealot. So what we're going to do is give one away, and all you got to do to be entered into the draw is make a donation to Zoe's Place Baby Hospice. This is a charity in Middlesbrough which provides palliative, respite and end-of-life care to children under 5 with terminal illnesses. This is a charity I've been supporting on this channel for a while now, and it's a super worthy cause, and especially at the moment I know a lot of charities are suffering, and I can't think of a more worthy cause to be helped through these difficult times than Zoe's Place. So make a donation, let's say a £5 to Zoe's Place, and that's £5 or £5 in case you're wondering what a quid is. Make that donation to Zoe's Place, screenshot the receipt, send it to me to jrguitartuition@gmail.com. You can see that on screen there, and the email address is also in the description below, along with the link to Zoe's Place where you can make the donation. Screenshot your receipt, send it to me, you're entered into the draw. Now, we're just coming up to the end of March now, so let's keep this running for a good month or so. So we'll say, how about the 7th of May? That's when we'll do the draw. What I'll probably do actually in order to draw a winner is I'll number all of the entries, and then I will do what I did last time I did a giveaway, which is I write all the numbers on around the outside of me dog's frisbee and throw that for him at some point, and then whichever number is in his mouth when he brings the frisbee back, that's who's won the Fret Zealot. So that's pretty much it for today, folks. Just a little bit of housekeeping before I go. I meant to mention in the last video, remember this solo? Yes, indeed, that was the lockdown jam from last week. That solo is now fully tabbed out along with a jam track, and it's up on my Patreon page along with all of the other stuff that you get if you choose to support me on Patreon. It's only $3 a month, and you get all of the tabs and stuff from these YouTube videos, and you get like exclusive Patreon only stuff like a monthly radio podcast, and a monthly solo that we look at, and loads of good stuff as well. Oh, and you get a choice of a free course as well from my Udemy courses. So loads of good stuff for only $3 a month. So if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're thinking about doing it, thank you in advance. And that is pretty much it for today. I will just mention as well that we're having the live stream again on Friday, 5 p.m. UK time. We're going to have a beer, we're going to have a chat, we're going to have a laugh. It'll be great. It was last week, and it was so good that I'm deciding to do it, every week really, because I enjoyed myself, and many of you people have said that you enjoyed yourselves as well. So 5 p.m. UK time, get yourself a beer and come and have a little bit of a chinwag and a chat, and let's just put the world to rights, because it kind of needs it at the moment, doesn't it? And with that, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I will look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Bye for now, folks.